Today we're going to talk about the final character that Hoyoverse did their drip marketing for version 1.6 of Honkai Star Rail, and that character is, and correct me if I'm wrong in the pronunciation, because I honestly don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm going to say Xueyi. Yeah, that's probably horribly wrong, and I'm probably not going to say it as much until I know the actual pronunciation, but she is going to be the last character revealed for 1.6. She is going to be a 4-star character, and I'm going to go over her basic info that we know for now, and then talk about how she will impact the game when she releases. So she's going to be a 4-star quantum character on the path of destruction, which could definitely go in a lot of different directions there, because destruction characters, they do end up kind of just doing their own thing. A lot of them are able to do a lot of good damage, but the way in which that they do the damage is, at least it tends to be different. Like, you have Clara with her follow-up attacks, whereas you have, like Blade, who will sacrifice his own HP, and then you have, Jing Liu, who sacrifices the HP for allies. So I feel like because of the way destruction is kind of like, it's a combination, I feel like, of all-rounders and then characters who, sacrifice something for the most part. Like, Clara, I feel like doesn't really sacrifice too much besides, her own HP to get hit. But because of that, I feel like there's a lot of different ways they can make a destruction character. So it's kind of hard to tell, how good she might end up being. Like, I think with other paths, it's a little easier to be like, oh, I can expect this and this without too much, concrete information. But yeah, other than her being destruction and quantum, we don't really have any other information about her. So now to move on to how I think will impact the game when she comes out. So destruction characters, for the most part, minus Arlen, are, they have been relatively good. Like, a lot of people see value in Clara, and then, some of the best DPS characters in the game are on the destruction path. So her being a destruction character, she will probably be a decent, 4-star DPS option. Maybe like a sub DPS. I think that'd probably be the best sort of. I think that'd be the best scenario for her. Especially, I do think a lot of players do have very solid DPSs now at this point, considering that we've had Blade come out, and then Imbibitor Lune and Jing Liu all in consecutive versions. And then, we are going to get Argentina 1.5 as well as another DPS. And then with the drip marketing, they announced Dr. Ratio, who's going to be a hunt character, so presumably another DPS. So it seems like we're getting, one DPS version for the most part. So because of that, I do think a sub DPS role will probably be the most ideal for her. And I do think that because of, the way destruction characters, they can have a lot of, flexibility in how that they could, build the kit. I do think that is also kind of like a double-edged sword, because, sure, the flexibility in destruction makes it so that, they can make her very unique and very good, but at the same time, it could kind of be like Arlen, where it's like, it is unique, but at the same time, not, she may not perform as well as, other characters in the game, and she might not end up not being as valuable as some other 4-star options, or either, and also, other destruction options as well. So I do think that it really just depends on what her kit is going to entail, what she's going to do, because that's really just going to make or break her character. But yeah, overall, I do think that she's going to be a very strong option, depending on, whichever role she ends up fitting into. I do think sub DPS will probably be the best route for her, but, we'll see what she's going to look like once we get that 1.6 character info. But with that, I'm going to end it off here. Thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of, or what you think so far of her. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time.